Well, good morning, fellow photographers. Welcome to Scotland. Ah, beautiful. Now, if only there was a second subject, something else interesting to shoot. I know you guys, and I know that there's people dying to go in the comments saying, "Tom, the tree behind you." Don't think I haven't seen it. I've seen it. Yeah, what a beautiful spot. So there's three things worth mentioning about photographing this tree. One, the reason I took this as my second shot is because I was waiting for the rain and the mist to pass through so that it softens the hills in the background and gives us a nice bit of separation. That makes a huge difference. The second thing is I have to ensure that the top of the tree does not break the top of the mountain. I do not want the pine needles pushing into the sky. It's marginal, just a few pixels, but it's held within the ridge line of the mountain. And the third thing is composition is a bit tricky because on the left we have this other tree with some branches coming into frame, and whenever framing a composition, one of the most important things I look for is the edges of my frame, any distractions poking in. So I've had to just move it out of frame, just be very careful with that edge. And that's it. Another shot from this morning, first morning here in Scotland. And we've not even had breakfast yet. Well, I needed that. Not the coffee, although that too, but the photo shoot. I feel like the past couple of videos, who am I kidding? Past couple of months, I've really struggled with my photography. I just don't feel like I've been making any good work at all. It's just, I don't know, like I find myself sometimes blaming external conditions, like, I've not had light and mist for a month, literally not, which isn't true actually. I've got beautiful light in Ireland, but the fact of the matter is I've not been making work that I'm happy with. One of the first landscape photography books I ever picked up and ever read was this by David Noton, Full Frame, and it's just fantastic, and I've not read it for years and years and years. And I remember I used to read this book and get so inspired and so excited and so full of creativity and wanting to go out and do, go and travel and make images like this for myself. Kind of feel like I've lost that recently. So I've got this book with me. I've got a good, there's no time restrictions on this trip. I've got permission from my wife to be as long as I want, which is nice. So yeah, we're just going to try and find our way again, I think. And this morning was a good start. All right. We are going to go to a woodland, try and capture some of this beautiful autumn colour that's around and make the most of these grey, drizzly conditions. Yeah. that's all we can do. I was going to go to a woodland, but driving past this river, man, it's just beautiful. Yeah, I don't know, I just really fancy exploring the banks of a river. Yeah, we'll see. Might result in nothing. So I made my way down to the riverbanks, but yeah, it's cool, but it's very difficult to get around. And then when you're kind of looking at the river and the view out in front of you, it's kind of cluttered with lots of telephone and power cables, which is a bit of a shame. So instead, I am walking up high to see if I can get an open view of the landscape that you can see from the river, but yeah, not too photogenic. Ah, gorgeous though. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. A flipping 5G tower. At the end of the path, no view, nothing. Oh, this might get phone service though. Nope. Oh, God. Well, that's landscape photography. Not always are you rewarded. Well, there may not have been a view in the direction this way, which is what I was initially hoping to find, but the view behind me as I was walking up was phenomenal. This over here in the distance there, we have Loch, which is a famous mountain here in the northwest highlands of Scotland. Just gonna pop a polarizing filter on to cut through some of the haze, get a bit more contrast. Okay, it's happening. We're getting some lovely direct lights now on the crags over there. There's a peak to the left, which is Loch. And then there's this crag to the right. I can't pronounce the name of that crag. I'm not even going to try without offending everybody in Scotland. But yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. Nice bit of light, especially on the crag. And yeah, it's quite a simplistic image. Always is with a long lens. Like I'm shooting this at about 150 mil. So it's all about shapes, light, texture. It's quite nice. I might go for a 1:1 crop. I've looked at that, it looks quite good. But for now I'm shooting the full image and we'll see. So I'm walking down the hill back towards the van and I look to my right and I see the most amazing splash of colour through the trees, these vibrant red berries, and I can hear the cascading of the water, and I'm thinking, ooh, I wonder if I can get those two together, a river with a nice a tree covered in red berries. Turns out it's pretty good, but I need to be in the middle of the river on a rock and I didn't bring my wellies. Oh, okay. Oh, it's so slippy, so slippy. Okay, I think we can. There we go. There we go.
Oh yes. I mean, flipping Nora, don't get me wrong, it's an absolute mess. But I don't know, I think it kind of works because we have amazing colour contrast with the red berries. They really stand out. It's important that I get this tripod as high as possible, hence why I decided I need to be up on this rock in the middle of the river. Ooh. All right. So we got ourselves a little bonus photograph there, one I certainly wasn't expecting, or one that I was looking for. Oh God. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Right, I'm aware what I look like, but you need to understand the rocks I'm standing on. They are so slippy. They're like, it's like ice with oil on top. Made it. Whoa. So that was a nice little surprise there at the end. Don't know if the image is any good. Let me know in the comments. It felt very, very like chaotic, and I'm kind of hoping the red berries gave it its focal point. Now, you may have noticed this video is not sponsored, so if you don't mind, please allow me to promote my landscape photography calendar. You can buy this on my website, and it contains 12 images from the past 12 months or so, give or take, and each image comes with all of the EXIF data, just there. And it also comes with a QR code, so you scan that QR code and then that'll take you to YouTube where you can see the video where the image was made. Yeah, lots of images. I tried to keep them themed. Autumn images during autumn months, winter images during winter months, so on and so forth. So yeah, really proud of this, really happy with it, and it keeps the channel going, supports the channel, supports my work. So there is a link in the description below. Thank you very much. So another thing as well, if you are, whoa, I'm gonna reverse up this hill. If you are enjoying this video, just give it, this simple thing as giving it a like makes such a big difference. Even better if you can leave a comment and let me know what you think about the images, or of course if you have any questions. And if you really want to, you know, help the channel out, you could subscribe, because I know that a lot of people who watch these videos are not actually subscribed. So those are 3 things that you can really do to support the channel and make a massive difference. Like individually, it might not seem like for you, but when when combined with lots of people watching this video, then it helps get it out to others. Anyway, we are turning around, and for the last hour of light, we're going to make, I'm making such a pig's ear of this. We're going back where I started this morning. That was Loch Maree. We're going to go back to Loch Maree a bit further down, I think, because the light's just looking fantastic. Now, probably it's going to be sunset in an hour and a half. The days are so short, by the way. Sunrise about 7:30, sunset about 4 p.m. So from 4 p.m. all the way through till 7 a.m, 6:30 a.m, it's just darkness, nothing to do. Oh, I tell you what, it is never good to be chasing conditions and not really knowing where you're going, just looking for somewhere to pull off and dive out of the van. I wasn't able to film any of that. Pulled into the car park, fantastic park up, by the way. Probably going to sleep here tonight. And I just came scrambling down to the water's edge, looking for anything with this beautiful mountain Sleoch there in the background with the light just washing over it. Look at the sky, incredible clouds. And I'm thinking, how do I capture this? I was so excited from what I was seeing. And then comes the next phase, which is after excitement. It's right, okay, compose it. So I'm at this tree here. It's quite nice. This is fine. I'm at F16. I'm shooting this as a vertical at the moment. I've got quite an interesting foreground, and then we have the tree there, and obviously it goes off into the background. It's okay. It's kind of like, I don't know. I think I could do better. I got here, threw my tripod down. This is the shot. Now, I feel I can breathe. And see something else, or see if there's something else anyway. A lot of fun though, a lot of fun. All right, I am leaving my bag just here. I'm gonna wander down and see if I can get down to the loch. I'm running out of time. I think the light's more or less gone now. It might come back, I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks like there's definitely some interest going on down on the loch, because we have lots and lots of fallen leaves, beautiful golden leaves, birch leaves, I think, and they're just floating in the water. So you've got that contrast of like the deep black water and the golden birches. Oh, just gotta play a little game of balancing on rocks, trying not to die. And we're down. All right, let me get organised and I'll show you what I was talking about. So these are all the leaves floating on the water, and then we go up, and then we have Sleoch, but there's no light. Yeah, no light at all, really. Although I don't know, the top there of Sleoch there, still very black compared to the lower half. So it's worth shooting, I think. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to compose it, and then the leaves are moving around a lot, so I don't know how that's going to work. Oh, it's frantic. Frantic, and I love it. So much fun. Right, let's have a think about this. Just leaves, or rocks and leaves? There's not many rocks to choose from though. Yeah, we'll see. We'll have a play. Well, this day is just full of surprises. So I've come down to the lakeshore. We've got all of these beautiful golden leaves, and I'm looking at the leaves, looking at the mountain, thinking, how can I compose this? And I just stepped like 12 inches closer to the water's edge, and I spotted just around the corner this rock that just seems to be supporting this entire overhanging peninsula, this crag, and it's fantastic. And that's the frame I'm going for. I'm going for a wide shot, incorporating this rock coming down on the right hand side, which I think is balanced by Sleoch on the left hand side and the darkness of the water. It's a very dark image, it's foreboding, yet it's broken up by the beautiful yellow leaves, which are now distributing themselves nicely. So I'm going to come in and move you out of my frame if you don't mind. So one problem I am having is shutter speed. Because I'm shooting f/16, I've got a polarized one, and you need the polarizer to get the contrast with the yellow leaves in the water. I'm getting a shutter speed of around about a second, so it's just looking good there. The leaves keep changing, and that massively changes how the image it looks and feels. Yeah, but the problem I'm having is, yeah, my shutter speed is too long. It's like a second, 2 seconds, and then the leaves just turn into a yellow streak. I'm undecided. The only way around it really is to increase, in fact we'll do this. So I need to increase my ISO. Let's go high. Let's go ISO 640, f8. And then I'm going to focus stack the image. So we're going to try this now. So we're going to take 3 images focusing on the leaves in the foreground here. It's 1 image. Second image focusing on the supporting stone over there. Okay, second image. Final image focusing in the distance on Sleoch, so that's basically infinity. Okay. Now I like that. I like the leaves. I don't like the motion blur of the leaves. I don't like it. Being able to see them individually, I think is much better. Yeah. Interesting on this. Like, yeah, I don't normally work with complex compositions like this, but I'm really enjoying this one. Yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. I think this is a good little find. I've obviously got the tree shot up there, and then this one. This has turned into quite a productive day, and we have a fantastic campsite. So yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
So I've got the weather forecast for tomorrow, and it's good news and it's bad news. The bad news is that the headline for this area where I am now is windy, murky, and a wet start. Good news is over the next couple of days, high pressure builds, and when high pressure builds, that's when the photographers should be packing their bags and heading out, because it means calm winds. Again, nothing's guaranteed, but calm winds. Hopefully some high level cloud, good conditions for hiking and getting up into the mountains and all of that sort of stuff. So dinner is ready, batteries are charging, and night is setting in. Yeah, it's been a good day today. I felt good about my photography. As usual, I will put the raw files at the end. Let me remind you about my calendar, which is available in the link in the description below. And if you're interested in the 617 Club, which is my photography community, there is also a link to that as well. But for now, it's time for dinner.